still telling the same story, Josh?
Powers of evil are very strong here. I must leave.
Goblins don't exist. Goblins don't exist.
And remember,
I think it is a remarkably well put together film, especially for the time in which it was made.
Well, it was kind of bad, right?
I think it's a fabulous attempt to recreate troll culture.
Like, okay, it was so bad.
Hi, my name is Michael Paul Stevenson, and 18 years ago I played the lead role of Joshua in the movie Troll 2.
Look! It's goblins spelled backwards!
I hated this movie. I ran from this film. I wanted nothing to do with it. And then one day, my feelings about this movie changed.
Hi, I'm Dr. Priscilla Thornton. I'm a psychologist, a private psychologist. I thought it was very interesting from a psychological perspective. Wiggles liked it. I thought especially its use of color was really fascinating. You think about the use of the color green. Now, green traditionally represents innocence or youth or fertility. And I think that's especially appropriate in a movie all about the first stirrings of young love. I was shocked and appalled to see the blatant erotic displays throughout this movie, especially the scene with the popcorn. Do we want our children to be aroused by popcorn for the rest of their lives? That's just not something you want to inflict upon a child. I'm sorry. And the homosexuality. My lord, do we want children thinking it's appropriate to sleep in the same bed as the opposite sex and to wear shorts that only come up 6 inches below the hip? I know, especially on men. Unacceptable.
Troll 2 has got the worst direction, the acting.
what are you doing to my son?
You could tell George was an amateur.
Special effects.
Midgets in potato sacks.
It looks like something little second graders could make those masks.
The most ridiculous plot of any movie I've ever seen.
We would take the script and we would open it and we would try to decipher what it meant. No one, the whole crew that did this movie with us, spoke English.
And I remember thinking, this isn't going to work, but at that point in time, I just stopped asking questions.
I think what makes it so spectacular is that it was truly ahead of its time. It was prophetic, really. It reflects the cultural paradigm in which we live today, in which nothing is really certain. You don't know, for example, if the milk is going to go bad. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow and find your mother in the kitchen being consumed by frightening men. You don't know these things, and I think we don't either.
I thought the guy was hot. Yeah.
I'm Elizabeth Fisher. I'm a professor. I'm the leading expert, in fact, on troll studies here at Oxford University. I think it really reflected the troll desire for community. I think that the way the trolls interacted with each other and in fact were, the way they interacted with humans too, I thought it was all very accurate. The border dispute between the trolls and humans has a lot to do with nationalism. Biggles gets very excited about this kind of stuff. But, you know, the red, of course, is about violence. It's about these trolls. Goblins. These goblins, I always get so confused. These goblins fighting for their national right. There's death and destruction everywhere. There's spear throwing. There's hitting. There's whipping. In a culture so consumed by violence as today culture is. Video games, I see children hit each other on the playground. And I find it greatly offensive that a movie would encourage any of that.
Like my friend. Oh God. Oh yeah, my friend Bill. He was like, oh, whoa, and I was like, what? Can you believe her doing that shit? And then it was like, whoa. It was so bad. He was like, oh my God.
Oh my God!
And I was like, oh my God! And it was, wow. The characters were awesome. The characters. Oh yeah, the characters. Like that girl, she's like doing her like dance. In the mirror, and the dad is like, you do not piss on hospitality.
And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it.
And then the kid is like, mailbox!
Mailbox! It's goblins spelled backwards!
And it was like, wow.
I think it's just one of those things where this is diamond in the rough. You don't know where they find these people. They're just perfect. It really adds to the naturalistic element of the acting. In fact, even today, I'm surprised it was not better received, and I'm surprised that the movie was completely ignored by the Academy in that year. I think it's a crime. Also, I think the movie is about global warming. That's what I think. I mean, you look at all the imagery of green, and trust me, this is another way in which the movie was prophetic. But the green imagery is green, is Earth our friend, or is it trying to get us? The themes of change, the themes of how do you change, fit the world, how does the world change to fit you? I think that's really valuable theme.
Greatest movie ever made.
I love Troll 2!
Troll 2 is a religion! A religion! It changed my life.
Hi, my name's Adam. I'm the one that brought Troll 2 to Iraq.
I feel that everyone needs to see this movie.
Watch Troll 2. That's all.
Does it bother you at all that the film is actually about goblins and not about trolls, as the title would suggest?
I haven't thought about that. I wrote my dissertation about that movie. You're telling me it's not about trolls?
No, I'm pretty sure it's about goblins.
You're wrong. You know that.
You know, no.
I'm the leading expert on trolls. I think I know which movies were about trolls and which were not about trolls.
Well, you know, it's Neilbog. It's spelled backward is definitely goblin, not troll. That would be Lort.
The movie is called Troll 2. I think it's about trolls.
Alright, do you have any closing statements about the film?
It's about trolls.